Welcome to the Hiredgun podcast with your host, the Hiredgun. First, like, subscribe, share. How you doing, y'all? So, I'm back. Uh, some interesting stuff happened. Uh, today, or last night. First, let me get this out of the way. The Rascals over AEW, which I kind of figured that was gonna happen. Like, once they became free agents, I kind of figured they were going to AEW because they couldn't go to WWE. Because if that was the case, the E would have never fired Xavier Lee. Like, it would have never happened. You know, like you just would have kept him and hired the other three, which didn't happen. So I knew just for Tony Khan to be petty, he signed off for him, right? And he's probably gonna sign Reed's wife. Reed's fiance, and probably gonna sign what's his name, fiance too. Um, because she got pulled from a local show recently, right? So, like, that happened. But what are you gonna do with all four of them? What are you gonna do with all four of them? If it was three of them, I get it. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy they all four of them got signed. They are better as a foursome. They are. They're better as the group. They are. They are. So I'm not trying to shit on them for nothing. Like I am very, very happy for them. Well, what are you gonna do with them now? Like, so far, the only wrestler that's transformed from TNA to AEW, well, it's probably the Walking Weapon now. Alright, and that's new. Because Ace Austin is strictly ROH, which is probably still going to happen with the Radicals, right? But make your money, because at least two of them have already been in the E. All right, and it didn't get, neither one of them got called up to the main roster. So make your money, because the E was the first choice. Now, let me get into the meat and the potatoes here. Or, as Booker T would say, no water, no bread, just meat. All right. Pause. But, hey, let me get into the meat and potatoes right quick. Pause. Power Hobbs. Alright, is going to WWE. PowerHouse Hobbs is going to WWE. His contract expired last night. Right? So, but he still worked the match last night. He worked it. People thought his last match was going to be last week. But his last match is this week. It was last night. Alright, when they take Collision. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, his last match was last night. And I don't think Tony Khan thought he was gonna leave. I don't think, because the MO what Tony Khan does, if he even sniffs that a wrestler is probably going to leave and go to a different company, he doesn't use them anymore. He doesn't use them anymore. Like he just doesn't. This is why we haven't seen Anna Jade on TV, because she wants to explore her options, right? So he iced her, right? He did that with Ray Phoenix, okay, and Penta, right? He did that with uh Ricky Starks, all right? Like he did that with Jericho. Like once he gets a scent of he can't just buy them and keep them there, he ices them. All right. So one would think he didn't think Powerhouse Hobbs was leaving. Now he won't have that name in the WWE, and he's going to the main roster. He's not going to NXT. So on the main roster, he's going to SmackDown. Now logic logic here is what they finna do is have Powerhouse Hobbs be the guy that fucked up Jacob Fatu. Like he fits the bit he fits the story. Now mind you, he would probably have to be on he would probably have to be on Drew McIntyre's team for this to work. Right, right. But he's gonna be the guy that fucked up Jacob Fatu. So we don't have to worry about it being Drew. We don't have to worry about it being Cody. Nah. Like he's gonna be the guy that fucked up Drew. Now, what I would do, I would put him with Carmelo Hayes. Even though Carmelo Hayes is a face now. He's a face. So it wouldn't work. But if Carmelo Hayes was still a heel, I would put him with Carmelo Hayes and have him be his bodyguard for now. But even though Powerhouse Hobbs can wrestle, right? He fits the build for WWE to a T. Okay, all right, and just and you keep him away from Over. So Over's going to Raw, and now you got Powerhouse Hobbs on SmackDown. So it works. It works. Now I'm very very happy about. Uh, uh, I know what I'm talking about the situation. Am I happy that Powerhouse Hobbs went to WWE instead of staying in AEW? Yes, because here's the thing. Sometimes, and this is not me shitting on AEW because I watched AEW last night and it was a good show. Yeah, but sometimes it's not just about being in AEW. Okay, alright. Alright, sometimes the goal is to go to the E. Alright? Because if the dream and the goal is to go to WWE, then whatever you do in AEW is never gonna be enough. Alright? Like there are some examples of that not being true. Derby Hell is never going to WWE. And being an AEW, it's clear. It's clear that hey, that's what he wants because AEW don't let him kill himself. All right, and there's no restrictions on what happens with him. All right, he can go balls to the wall. All right. The other exception is John Moxley. Okay, John Moxley, but he's already been to the E, and he realizes that's not for him. Right? Right? And then he also realizes, just like their reality, they're not gonna let him be John Moxley in WWE. It's never gonna happen. Alright? Another person is Daniel Bryan. Alright? Which again, he's been to the E, and if you listen to any of his podcasts, I mean interviews, alright, he hates it. He hates it there. Now he even though he met his wife there, alright, and he became the biggest star there. But nonetheless, like he's been there before, right? All right, and he had to see it for himself. Like he did. Ricochet. All right, it's another one who's probably never gonna go back to the E. Like, it's clear as day that he hated it there. All right, so those, but again, he's been there. Now you got people like Anna Jade. You got people like PowerHouse Hobbs. You got people like Jade Carwell, who started at AEW first, right? Right? And the goal was never to stay in AEW. Oh, and Blake Monroe. Okay, we put her in that situation too. Alright. Oh, well, she's different because she didn't start in AEW. Alright, like she actually was in WWE at one point. She didn't wrestle. And the same thing with Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs, I don't know where he was at, from what I'm hearing. Like the E wanted him the first time, and then he didn't choose E. He chose AEW. All right, but here's the thing here. When they contract were up with AEW, they left, and Tony Khan tried to give them more money and a bigger deal. All right, and they still left. They said they so because regardless of what you've done in AEW, right? Regardless of what you've done in AEW, right? Sometimes that's not the goal here. That's not the end all be all here. Like your dream is still to go to the E. Now, again, that's not for all. Right? And then that's not saying that the E is the end all be all for everybody. That's not true. It's not. It's not. Like, but, but, but saying that, some people still feel like they gotta get there first. I mean, you gotta get there. Alright, and see what it's about. Alright? Now, they're probably gonna do the same thing with Powerhouse Hobbs, what they did with Jade. Now, the only difference with Jade is the fact that she wasn't trained enough. Powerhouse Hobbs can actually wrestle, and you can put on a decent promo, right? And then he can be a powerhouse. He can. All these things. Now, you don't have to worry about him fucking up somebody either. You know, like they never like Powerhouse Hobbs was never going to be AEW World Champion. Now, now, am I saying that Powerhouse Hobbs is going to be WWE World Champion? Maybe, maybe if he's built right. Right? Is he over? No, no. Is he Braun? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Is he gonna move like Braun? No, no. Like Powerhouse Hobbs is a true powerhouse. All right, like he's a true powerhouse. All right, but like like some of this stuff is written for itself. Like I said, he's not even gonna touch NXT. He's going straight to the main roster. Straight to the main roster. Right? They still over there in the States. So, I mean, they still over there out of state. So nothing will happen right away with him. Because unless they fly him over there. Alright, which I doubt that happens. Now, there was something said yesterday about WWE, not WWE, TNA canceling the X Division title match with Reed and Slater. All right, and then so when I say this, two can be true. Two can be true here. Okay, like so. The what came out was the reason that the match got canceled is because the E was thinking about using Slater overseas. Okay. And then, but you also got to realize that the Rascals have been signed to AEW since the beginning of January. All right. Even though Reed said he was willing to work his match, all right, and take the job, all right, like the match was already canceled. So, like, now, uh, let me say this. Let me say this about TNA. And by the way, I'm watching TNA tonight. It's the first time that we on AME, AMC. I'm looking forward to it. But let me say this. Let me say this about this situation. TNA does have to be careful because the they are plucking their talent, right? And that AEW plucking their talent too. I mean, not now. AEW's been plucking their talent. Because if you think about it, AEW has more talent from the from TNA than the E has. The E has two people, two, two, and then they have two people that they use on they use off and on. Alright, they use Moose and they use Leon Slater, a lot, a lot. Alright, alright. But the only two people they've actually plucked from TNA, what's her name? Juggernaut. What's her fucking name? Uh, the Juggernaut. We come back to her. All right, and Joe Hendry. All right, like those are the only two they plucked from TNA. And the other two they can use. They can do what they did with Joe Hendry and um and the other two they can do what they did with Joe Hendry and the Juggernaut uh, off and on. Because they're doing it. Because Leon Slater has gotten has gotten more use from NXT in the main roster than Moose has. All right, which if you think about it, Hobbs might cancel out Moose. Who knows though? Who knows though? But um, we gotta wait and see now. We just gotta wait and see because with TNA needs to be more strategized with the situation. Now, TNA can't offer more money than AEW, and they damn sure can't. Well, hold on, they can't offer more money than WWE, and they damn sure can't offer more money than AEW. Right? They just can't. Right? They can't offer a better TV deal than the E, and they can't offer a better TV deal and exposure than AEW. So there already there's a problem there. All right. Now, we've seen this before. When RH wasn't brought by Tony Khan, WWE and AEW was plucking talent from there too. Now it's just now. Listen, should there be some surprises like EC3 and Matt Taven and in TNA? Yes, yes, and this should be. This should be. They gotta regroup some people now. They gotta put some more people like in their own roster for that to happen. It can't just be. It can't just be the same old same old. And you lose four guys and a woman. Uh, uh, you have to rebuild, regroup, and act like it didn't happen. Like the E can do that, you know. So can TNA? Is the question here. Can they regroup and go from there? Is the question here. But I'm going to end the show with that. Make sure you got like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. This is the Hiredgun. God bless. Love you. I'm out.